Hi, good afternoon all. Today on the behalf of group number 26, I, Sandeep Sharma, student ID EMV21286, and my group members are talking about the case in related with ASIC versus Mr. Parker. In this video, I'm going to talk about the introductory part where the director of the company, Mr. Parker, is working on his personal interest by neglecting the interests of the company, where no directors are allowed to work on their personal interests. As we talk about Australia, there are many incidents where directors of company forget their duties and liabilities for the company. Furthermore, it can be also seen that directors are engaged in illegal business. They failed to secure the interest of the company and the shareholders as well. It talks about the conflict of interest, where the conflict of interest cropped up. Moral facts of the corporation law has been denied. However, in Australia, there are many cases pending before the court for breaching the provisions of Act according to the Corporation Act 2001. This case, ASIC versus Parker, is on the same provision. This case will help to understand and scope of corporation law and power of Australian Securities and Investment Commission. Rest of my group members will discuss about brief facts. Here we go.
Go.
Hello guys, I'm Susan Frester. My student ID is EMB21343. In our presentation topic, I'm explaining about the brief fact, which is all about in our topic. So the main subject matter of the case is based on the outcome of the situation when a director has failed to meet all the requirements made under Corporation Act 2001. The case is involved with Mr. Parker, who has failed to act as a prudent man and did not act in a good faith. Further, it has been observed that he has made a breach by approved a loan that was not made according to fair provision of the fixed loan condition, and also has been failed to make an inquiry regarding loan payment history of the person to whom the loan has been provided. So my friend Sisi will explain about the duties of breach by Parker.
Alright, good afternoon. My name is Shishir Basil and my student ID is FIR2767. Well, my friend Sandeep, he just talked about an introduction part where he, Susan, whatever you say, Susan, he just talked about a brief fact. So I'm going to talk about the duties which breached by the Mr. Parker. So no matter what it did, it's all about a case that we're talking about. According to the general provision of the law, they will be held liable for the case of the failure, because directors should always think about the interest of the company and should disclose all the raw materials, personal interest for the benefit for the company. It's all about, how you go to according to the section 175 of the Corporation Act. It is the duty of the director to avoid the conflict of the interest, which is like universally true, because it's like the duty of care and the diligence is must. In such cases, they should not hand over the documents to another party. It's illegal. That's what he says in the brief one, because you can't just do the personally stuff and just go and do the wrong thing when it comes to the public. Well, no directors are allowed to work for the personal interest by denying the interest of the company. Well, they should be reasonable enough while dealing with the company affairs and all. So it's all about the duties which breached by Mr. Parker, he was not supposed to do it and all. So what I'm gonna do now, my friend will be talking about what are you talking about?
Decision.
Alright, decision about. I was just checking it. Alright, he will talk about the decision and all, and he will give it doing the conclusion. Alright, well, the rest.
Myself Manis Bada, and my student ID is OED 2221. Today I'll be talking about the decision that's given by the court for the breach that have been done by the director. As we all know that if a crime is committed, everybody has to pay its penalty. So in this case as well, the court has acknowledged that the director has failed to meet the requirement stated by the Corporation Act 2001. The director has approved loan and have verified, the directors have approved the loan without verifying repayment history of his client, and acted on his personal interest for his personal own benefit, which does affect the company as well as the shareholders of the company. And it can be stated that he has failed to act in a good faith, and as he approved the loan by using his position, According to the ASIC versus Maxwell 2006-59 ACSR 373, it is stated that no director should act for his personal interest, which can give birth to conflict of interest, and therefore it is reasonable enough to hold the alleged director under section 1317E of the Act. Furthermore, he could be disqualified from the position under section 206C of the Act. So my friend here is gonna tell you the impact that's created from the decision.
Thank you, Manish. My name is James Subedi and student ID PVS 2041. I'm here to discuss the conclusion of the presentation. So, conclusion plus impact of the decision. Once again, the velocity of the provision on directors' duties under the Corporation Act has been established by this case. It has been firmly observed by the court that no directors are allowed to make any decision that goes against the policy of the company and make insecure the interest of the company. Furthermore, the duty grounds of the directors has been interpreted by the court, and judgment of the court has proved the powers and enforceable rights of the ASIC regarding the investigation and inspection to such cases. In this case, it has been observed that the director of the company has failed to make a step and act on behalf of the company. Furthermore, he has failed to secure the interest of the company. He has also failed to avoid the chances of conflicts of interest, and he has failed. In fact, he has failed to act in good faith. So, he should have to face all the relevant penalties under the Corporation Act to this effect. Thank you.
Alright, so that was all the discussion we talked about, and so the only motto, the only thing that I'm saying at the last is like whatever happened between Mr. Parker company, well, it's all about the conflicts of interest we were talking about. Now, in this case, this case will help to understand the scope of corporation law and the powers of Australian Securities Investment Commissions and all. So that is all we were talking about today, and that's how it concluded. I really want to thank you all my mates who really did a group presentation, and that was really nice and all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.